luxury at the door? Oh, honey.
Trying it on with Laura Brown.
Yeah, say it again. Say the camera. Like
Trying
you mean
it on with Laura Brown.
Say it over there.
Trying it on with Laura Brown.
Correct.
Okay.
When I first noticed you, it was with your client Celine Dion in a
Belmont
sweatshirt, which had on it
the Titanic, the characters from the Titanic.
Because she sang the song.
So that sweatshirt was actually from the previous season.
Yeah.
I called their team and I was like, I couldn't find it anywhere. I tried to buy it, I couldn't find it. I was like, for Celine Dion, they're like, there was a bit of hesitation. So they finally agreed, they sent the sweatshirt. I had it for a while and I was so scared to show it to her. I mean, this is Celine Dion, she's an icon, she's a diva. Like, I'm like, she's gonna think this is so stupid. And so I finally got the courage, and one day I had it sitting out, and I'm about to do the worst Celine Dion impression, but I had it like laid out on the table, and she walked past, she said, and what is this? I was like, it's a sweatshirt with Titanic, and she's like, I was like, do you like it? She's like, I will wear it today. And we literally threw it on, and with some jeans and like a pump, a little bag, and she walked out the hotel, and the world went crazy. It just really disrupted the idea of who Celine Dion is, you know?
Oh, you need to...
Glam, thank you.
You think that maybe...
We've done this before. Start.
Powder. More. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, leave, bye.
Before you really became a stylist, you had a store called Deliciously Vintage
This is true.
in Southside Chicago. How delicious was the vintage?
It was very delicious, I think. I have these memories of my grandmother taking me thrifting. Now that I'm older, I think back how happy she was. She used to collect tchotchkes, like salt and pepper shakers and plates, and I never really understood it when I got older, and I started going back to the thrift store out of necessity. I didn't have a lot of money. So then I started to collect. One of my friends saw some stuff in the trunk of my car, and she was like, what is that dress? What is this bag? And it became kind of like a thing in Chicago.
And you met Zendaya through the store, right?
Yeah. I had a customer that was a family friend of hers.
Right.
And she called me and she said, come out. She's like, I'm craving some vintage, pack up a bunch of stuff. I'll fly you to LA and we'll just have fun and I'll buy a bunch of stuff. And in that trip, I met Zendaya. The thing about Zendaya is that a lot of people don't know, she's really an old soul.
Yeah.
But she was also really moldable. Like, she wanted to learn. She wanted to know everything I knew, why I chose certain things, what made me smile. And we had this one conversation the first time I dressed her, and she was like, what if people don't like it? And I was like, who gives a f? And literally—
Say that again.
I said, who gives a f? But, and from that one moment, that was the only unsure moment she's ever had in our whole career together. As a team, we really don't care what people say. Like, we do things because it makes us happy, and the byproduct of that is other people are happy.
She does that walk. I don't even know how she does that.
Like that. Yeah.
Can you do that?
That's her thing. Of course I can. She does this thing.
Yeah.
She's on the carpet. She says.
She does.
She does. And that's why we always have to put the slit in her dress on her right side. It's a thing.
This is science. How do you manage your public look?
I think clothes are supposed to have a life, right? So I'll wear things that's not tailored perfectly, or, you know, like now I have on these Valentino, I just roll them up and, you know, I just like to feel like, almost like I don't care.
This is called styling. With a little flower at the knee.
These PP, Valentino. You know, everything that I do kind of like on the carpet and photo shoots, I learn from the girls, right? Every time I'm in a situation, I take a little bit from everyone I'm around, so.
What is it about Rick Owens that speaks to you? Hold on.
This is Rick. I'm really getting into Rick because he also does this thing where he creates outfits for you. So although you look like you tried a lot, you really just throwing on a bunch of Rick stuff, head to toe, and it just works. I think he's a genius in that way. You don't have to really think about it.
What have been some of the looks you've been most proud of?
I think I'm the most proud of using my profile or whatever it is I have to really find and nurture and elevate new talent. Because in the beginning of my career, when Zendaya and I, like, no one would lend me clothes and no one would dress her. So we kind of had to, you know, lean on like independent, smaller brands, emerging brands. And we've done that our entire careers. And so that makes me proud when I see people we work with, you know, either compete for the LVMH prize or in the CFD Fashion Fund, or 6 months after she wears it, you see it on Mytheresa. And also when people who look like me, who are from places I'm from, see me and say, I know I can because you did. And, you know, I'm inspiring to them and they aspire to have a career or do the things that I'm doing. And, you know, that makes me the most proud.
By the way, guys, can you see here, Law times time 100? So tell me everything about Valentino, number one. Well, I just put this jacket on.
That looks so good on you.
Tell me again.
That looks so good on you. Red might be your color, Laura Brown.
Goes faster.
We've been working with them for the last 2 years almost, I think. And it really, really feels like a family. Like I've never experienced that.
Did you choose this or did he say, I want to do a rosette situation? How did this work?
Those big flowers came from the couture
last show.
collection, yeah. It feels both masculine and feminine at the same time, which is me. And I just wanted something like that. And I told him I wanted to wear red because Zendaya wore red when she got her you know, fashion icon award. So it's based on a Middle Eastern thought. They have different names in different regions of the Middle East, but PP actually wore one at Doha last year.
I remember.
And so I told him, I was like, I want to wear that shirt that you wore, that top that you wore in red. So this is what we came with.
This woman's head's in the back.
Something's wrong with you. I'm taking this, right? This is a gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me and giving me lovely gifts.
You know what I mean?
The Elizabeth Taylor of fashion. You know, every time you went to see her or she did anything, you have to give her diamonds. But for me, you have to give me clothes. It's kind of like a rule. You look perfect. It's so pretty. I want to just move your bow that way to just give a little color blocking on it thing. Okay. So good, Laura.
Really?
Yeah, we did good.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. I love trying it on with Laura Brown.
I'm gonna do the buttons.
Love you.
Where'd you go? What? No, but we had to wait.